You can no longer enjoy the good things of life because of your overindulgence in instant pleasure and your overconsumption of instant entertainment and enjoyment. But before you criticize me, just listen and listen good. Our nervous system as humans was designed for effort and rewards, and motivation comes in between. So when you do things that brings you instant pleasure and instant enjoyment, then you are more motivated to do these things because of dopamine. And dopamine is a motivation molecule that when we feel pleasure and when we feel enjoyment by doing a certain task or activity, we have to release more dopamine next time to motivate us to do these certain things because your brain sees it as enjoyable and fun. And your brain tells you, oh, this is sweet, this is nice, this is enjoyable. Let's do more next time. But the caveat is that your dopamine and your nervous system is not really aligned to short bursts of instant pleasure. Your reward system is aligned towards working out on something, getting the goal, then feeling the reward, and then you have the motivation to do it next time. Look at how our ancestors lived without instant pleasure, without instant entertainment, without constant enjoyment. All they do is go out there, hunt for food, bring back food home, and that is the reward. Then they feel the motivation and drive to do more next time. And everything that they are aligned to do majorly is about survival and reproduction. Anything else is noise. Anything else is nonsense. Anything else does not make any sense. All they want to do is survive and reproduce. And there was no instant pleasure, no constant instant entertainment. They just have to do the work first and then they get a reward later. Then they can fool around, play around and enjoy time with their loved ones in their tribe. But nowadays, even before you even go out there to work, before you go out there to get your daily bread, before you go out there to work on your craft, you already instantly entertain yourself with your mobile phone. First thing in the morning, before getting up on the bed, you pick up your phone, you start scrolling, and then you flood your dopamine receptors without even doing anything tangible for the day. No wonder you have no motivation, no wonder you have no drive to focus on your craft. No wonder you have no zeal or passion to work on your goals. This is because you've overflogged your dopamine receptors that is meant to motivate you to do real life things. And then you can no longer enjoy real life enjoyment, things that are meaningful, spending time with loved ones, working on a project, working on your craft, building your tribe. You no longer derive pleasure and enjoyment from these little meaningful things unless you watch Netflix, unless you scroll on social media, unless you chit chat, unless you watch entertainment content. That is only where you feel good. When it's time to read, when it's time to work, when it's time to spend time with loved ones, when it's time to work on your craft, when it's time to work on your purpose, it feels difficult, it feels boring, and then you have no motivation to do these things. Sit down and think. Ask yourself, what is really going on with me? Is it that I have no motivation, I have no drive, I have no grit, I have no passion? Or is that my reward system has been skewed? It has been overflogged by instant pleasure and instant entertainment. That little things that are meaningful now feels overwhelming and difficult to do. Take a look at how you drink your tea. You add 1 spoon of sugar, it doesn't taste so good. You add 2 spoons, 3 spoons, 4 spoons, and then you keep consuming more and more sugar every day. Your dopamine receptors is more aligned to taking a lot of sugar. And when it's night time for you to take things that have less sugar, foods that are not that sweet, it feels bland to your taste. It feels like you're not eating something tangible. It lacks taste to your taste bud because your brain has built tolerance to this high amount of stimulation from sugar. And then little amount of sugar does not taste so good to you. Same thing applies to how you live your life. You live your life for entertainment. You always want to be stimulated. You always want to consume content. You always want to consume entertainment. You feel like all you need to do in life is to enjoy. And then little boring, difficult activities, little difficult moments without pleasure and entertainment now feels boring. You can't even have a difficult conversation with somebody anymore. It all has to be fun. You can't sit down with your own thoughts in the presence. It all has to be entertainment. You can't sit down in the lobby waiting for your turn, maybe in the bank or wherever. without scrolling on your phone. You can't stay still and calm in your own thoughts, the presence and mindfulness, without seeking for entertainment and pleasure. Your phone is your best friend. You can't do without your phone for just 1 hour. Your reward system has been skewed and you need to recalibrate it. What should you do? I always say, do the opposite when you feel bored. You feel bored, what are you supposed to do? Pick up your phone and start scrolling. But I always say, do the opposite. Sit still in your own thoughts, in your mind. Pick up a book, start reading, stare at the wall, be introspective, think about the next step. I want to tell you that during boredom is when you become more creative. It's when you become more introspective and you get insights into how to live your life to the fullest. But because we mask ourselves with entertainment and pleasure always, we don't have that presence and mindfulness with ourselves where we can think and decide on what to do next, where we can plan, where we can make goals, where we can make something meaningful out of our mind. But because we always entertain ourselves 24/7, so that we're watching Netflix, we're scrolling, we're eating junk food, taking substances, playing around, playing video games, listening to music, we are never ever seated, calm and still to listen to our own mind, to listen to our own thoughts. What is our mind really telling us? What's our body trying to tell us? We don't even know. We mask ourselves with entertainment and fun and pleasure always. Maybe that is all that is missing in your life. You just need to be mindful and present so that you can listen to yourself and have a better life. You can make better decisions and have a functioning brain. All you need to have is to have a functioning brain. Maybe you don't even need a business plan. You don't need a financial help. You don't need to learn a new skill. Maybe you just need to listen to yourself more so that your brain can decide better for you and you can do and make better decisions in life. Remember, overconsumption is rewiring your reward system. That is why you can't do meaningful things with your life. You might not need to figure things out. All you just need is to cut away instant pleasure and entertainment so that you can stop running away from boredom. And then you can be more creative and listen to your mind so that you can make better decisions and become a better person in life. If you watch the video this far, then it means this kind of message resonates with you. Welcome to the tribe.